Oh yeah, welcome to Nanny T's channel. Saturday afternoon. Everybody's watching the Villa game. I think it's over now though. I'm not sure. Right, I just thought I'd try and do a catch up with my Hexagon cardigan part 2. Right, let's get the right way. That's like that, that's like that. So, these are my 2 halves of my Hexagon cardigan. So as you can see, I don't really like this red. I started to do this red, but I'm not sure I like it against the other colours. So I'm going to frog that, get my, pretty pink, girly pink, and cut that off. Try and not cut the stitch because I haven't got my glasses on. Right, let's get rid of that. Right, so what I'm going to do is 2 halves. Where's my other half gone? Oh, it's fell on the floor. Right, here we go. 2 halves of my Hexagon cardigan. As you can see, started off there in the middle, and then I've gone round with alternate pieces, colours of yarn, and so this part is the body, and these parts are the sleeves. It is slightly deeper blue there because I ran out of the lighter blue, but I'm sure it won't hurt. Right, so what I'm going to do is join the backs up of my cardigan, and it's so easy to do. You just actually will turn it round like that, and then I can show you this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in this, that is the bottom. I'm going to knot my yarn on there like so, she says. And then I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to do a double crochet in with that chain 3. You don't want to do 3 double crochets because it'll just look too bulky when you come to the top part. So, and then, oh, she says, right, now we start just double crocheting into the next space. Do 3 double crochets. The reason why I'm starting like this, because you have the neater side. I'll say that in after. You've got the neater edge, the neater part of the 3 double crochets all facing up, if you know what I mean. Right, so then we go into the next space. 3 double crochets, or 3 trebles if you're lucky enough to be in America. They call their double crochets trebles. So just keep going down, down. 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 Oh, missed that one. Just trying to get a row of double crochets in this pretty pink. Next one. I was doing a video yesterday and I had to scrap it because it sounded like somebody was coming through the ceiling because my daughter's above this room. And then the dog started barking. Then we had deliveries. It was just so I scrapped that video. And then I've I've cleaned my living room carpet, which I've been dying to do. But I have to do it when nobody's here. They've all gone out. Well, my husband is watching the Villa game. My other son's gone up north. My daughter and her boyfriend have gone out. Right, so I've gone to a 2 there. So you've got a 2 chain and a 3 chain. Chain of 3, a double crochet. Then you've got 3 double crochets in each one. I don't know what happened there. Oh dear me. So anyway, I'm just going to leave it for now. And then it's not important. It's just a scrap little cardigan. Right. So I'm going to go back up again. So I've got 2 rows of this pretty pink. So we chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Actually chain 4 because we're going to go over to this next space. So it looks like that. Yeah. And then we're going to do 3 double crochets. 3 double crochets. Excuse me, I've still got my cold. I'm on the second lot of antibiotics. Three double crochets in each space. Nearly there, folks. Don't know what I've done with my glasses again. Right, then we come to the end here. Like so. And then we're going to go into that chain of 3 at the corner. And 1 double crochet. So, it looks like that at the moment. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip my yarn off, pull it through like that, and then I'm going to start this side at the bottom here, and I'm going to tie on my yarn, knot it, And then I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet into the same space, over to the next space. Oh, this yarn is quite splitty, but anyway, I'll bear with it. I'm using a 4.5 hook. This is just because it's a smaller item that I'm making for a child. But if I was doing like one of my big ones, adult size, I would use a 5.5, even a 6.5, depending on what yarn thickness you're using. But these, I just thought, oh, these are quite little balls. 25 milligrams they are. It's not a bad job, but it does split. You can't seem to move on quick. You know, when you're watching TV and you want to just watch TV and crochet with your hands. And then when you look down, you think, oh my goodness, what's happened there? What's happened there? Right, so to the next one. Like so. No, undo that. Well, I hope you're all enjoying my channel. I seem to have a few more subscribers. So thank you for subscribing. But if you do like my channel, please like and subscribe. Press the thumbs up if you like what I'm making. Right, now we come to the last corner, last space. Double crochet and another double crochet. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how I join my work without sewing it or doing a single crochet. I really like this method. So what you do is, if you're starting with a new piece of yarn, just tie on, and then what we do, actually I'll show you. So we just snip that off, top all that. Now what you've got to see, you can see we've got, pull that a little bit too tight. Anyway, what we've got 2 rows of pink here, and we've just got the 1 row. So I'm going to show you how to join the 2 pieces of work together, but plus have another row that matches this side, if you are with me. Right, so I've got to turn the work to there that way. I'm going to start at the bottom actually. Right, so we go into the top, well, in between the chain 3 and the double crochet. I really like this method. It makes the work flat. You know, you haven't got no bulky seam. So right, I've chained 3. Let me open this up so you can see better. You have to excuse me if I keep sniffing. Right, so I've chained 3, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find this gap here. Right, go into that gap, and then I'm going to pick up the yarn like that. Sorry, no I'm not. I'm going to go underneath, pick the yarn up, and then I'm going to pull it through like that, so it's a join, yeah? So I'm going to, I'll show you again. Gonna go up there, through that one, put your yarn round, pull it through, like that, can you see? And then pull it through there, slip it onto there, and that's how you join it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go, just made to pick real pale wool. Right, we're going to put our wool round and we're going to go in this next space and we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Like so. So you've got your chain 3, you slip stitch into that corner, say, at the end one, and then we've just done 3 double crochets into this next space here. And then what we're going to do as before, we're going to go through the next space over here to the next piece of project, slip it through, grab some yarn, pull it through, and then pull it through there. So it looks like that, right? And then pull it a bit tight. You need the tension pulling a bit because you don't want a big gap. And then we're going to do in the next space down here, wrap your yarn round and do a double crochet like so, like you would normally. Do another double crochet like so, and another double crochet. So you've got 3 double crochets or 3 trebles if you're in America, and it looks like that. And then we're going to go into your next, excuse this bit of yarn that's sticking up, I need to sew that in. So what we're going to do then is we're going to go into the next stitch, next space here on the other side, and we're going to grab our yarn, pull it through and pull it through the chain, the loop. And then we're going to do 3 double crochets into this next space on this side. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go, see how it's joining, but you've still got 1, 2, 1, 2 rows. And then we're going to go into the next space. You can go underneath or you can go over the top, whichever way you find easier to join. So you grab hold of your yarn, pull it through like that, grab hold of your yarn, pull it through, slip stitch into that chain and pull. And then we do 3 more double crochets into this side of the back of the cardigan, like so. Oh my goodness. Right, here we go. 3 double crochets or 3 trebles. And then we're going to go into this one again underneath, pull it through, and pull it through the chain. 3 double crochets, wrap your yarn round, 3 double crochets into this next space. and then we're gonna go into the next one. See how it's joining, and you can't even see it's joined. So I'm just going to carry on now without talking, so I can sort of concentrate and get this done. If you've got any questions, just feel free to ask me, and I'll answer. So it's very, what's happened here now? So what happens when you go live, because I don't know how to edit videos and stuff. So I'm afraid you get warts and all on my channel. And everybody else coming in and out. Right, that's 3 double crochets. And then we go into the next one. Grab some wool through there, double crochet into the next, through, 3, then into the next, pull yarn up, through, into the next space, 1, 2, 3, just do your 3 double crochets as normal. So you're actually connecting with that opposite side of your project without it. See how nice that looks, neat, without having like a big seam, sticking out. Right, so we do our 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Go either up or inside. I like to go up the top. Slip some wool around, chain, like that. And then when you come to the end, you've got 3 more double crochets to do. 1, 2, actually I'll just do 2. Right, and then 2 double crochets, and then into that last chain, space on the opposite side, slip it through. I'd wrap it round once like that, and then cut off your yarn and pull like that. See, and that's what it looks like. I wonder if I put this on there, you can see it better. That's better. So it's on like a dark background. I think that one I should have pulled a little bit. No, I didn't catch up that there. So what I do is, if I tend to make a mistake, I just get my wool. See there, folks, where I haven't caught that there, that loop. So what I do is I just put some wool, pull it through, chain 1, like that, how it's supposed to look. Snip it, tie a knot, take it hook out, see, and then that's got rid of that. So then what I'll do is I'll thread these through, And then when I'm ready to sew all my ends in, I'll sew them in after. Right, I hope you've got the gist of that. So, this is what it looks like. So you've got that shape and that shape. So that's the back of the cardigan. I just need to thread that through there. And I shall sew them in later on, like that. So that's the back, folks. And then this is the front. See? So here you've got like your little gap, because you don't want it like too close up like that, do you really? Because you've got to work, we've got to work round from the shoulders. We've got to seam the shoulders up along there and along there, and then we could start working round and up. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to show you how to do, we join it up here. I'll show you. Right, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go in the first corner, chain 3, like so. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet, and then just do your chain and your double crochet. You only need 2 in there. And then the next space we do 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, keep going. And I've started so the work is facing up. Find the next space. Find this really therapeutic, I do. Especially when you've been busy all day and you can sit and have a crochet. And especially when everybody's gone out and the house is quite quiet. Poor dog don't know what to do with himself. Right, so we come to the first corner. So we're still going to do our corner as we normally would do it, which is 3 double crochets. Oh, come on. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 1, 2, back into that next space. 1, 2, 3. So you've got your corner of 6 double crochets. And then we're going into the next space, go along the bottom of our work. This, just follow it round. I've done a small, like this is a small project, so you haven't got to wait, but you know, to make a big garment. But I've made this really just for little Rosa, just to throw on if she's getting in the car or if she's just sitting about and she's a bit chilly, although she's got lovely cardigans, but nothing that'll probably keep her as warm as this one. And then with 2 squares, I'm going to show you how to make these 2 squares here. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to show you how I put them together and make the jumper that I made, the Christmas jumper. So that's on like a miniature version of what I've crocheted. So I'm quite excited about that. So I'm working along the bottom of the cardigan now, and then I'm coming to that middle join where we join the 2 garments together. I normally sew the sleeves up, but I haven't. Well, I do join as you go, how I just did the back seam of this cardigan, so you haven't got that sticky out seam. But I'll do that in my own time, and then I'll show you how to finish off the sleeves. Right, now we're coming to the bottom of where we joined it together. Are you with me? So let me just, if I turn the work like that, then you can see. Oh, excuse me. So we're coming to this like 2 join here. I'm going to go into that one, that gap, that chain of 3. So I'm going to do 3 double crochets into that one. And then the next space, see, you got your 3 chain of 3. So you go into that one. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and then we go back into the blue corner one, like we did that one there. See? So it's just 3 double crochets into there. And we work along the bottom of the other side of the cardigan with 3 double crochets. Like a granny cluster, isn't it? Like that. See? I probably would have done that a little bit neater, folks, but when you're filming, it's a bit hard. But anyway, so we're going to pull some more yarn because I keep. So, I'll hopefully get round to the front. Oh, excuse me. keep following it round. But these are ideal, see? And then I'm going to flip it like that. Flip it and come round here. Nearly to the next corner. Oh, I've got the wall, split the wall. So, anyway. Right, we come to the next corner. So we're just going to do our 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 1, 2. Like so. And then we're going to work back into the corner space. So we've got a cluster of 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets, cluster of 3 like that. Yeah. And then we're just going to work back up this side of the front and see all our work, the crochet, the clusters, the double crochets are all neatly facing up. So, which I like. Right, here we go. Up to the top. Like so. It's Saturday today in my world. Raining, pouring down the rain. It's got to stop soon, hasn't it? 2, 3. Nearly to the top. Actually, these look like Villa colours. Get away from Aston Villa. Aston Villa is a football team, if nobody knows, in America. They're doing very well at the moment. Not that I follow them. Right. Up to the top. Now, it depends. You can always do another row around if you want. You just can keep going and keep going, depending on what size you want to make, you know. Right, I've just done 2 there to match that 2 there, instead of having 3, because it's sort of turn then if you did another double crochet. So I'm just going to leave it like that, folks, I think. And then I can put some little buttons, or, you know, you could do it as you want to do it. You can put on what you want. Or you can even make, let me take this off. You can even make it longer here. you can just sort of join there and go round to there and back and to there. You know what I mean? Depending how long you wanted it. Or you could just keep going round and round like that. So I'll leave it there for now, and then I will do part 3 and show you how to do the sleeves. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Take care.